Hello, all. So, AiR is joining in few minutes. So, request you all to please hold on. He's just joining.
What is life all about? It is nothing but a minute. A minute has just 60 seconds, but our entire life is in it. Can we go before it? Can we go after it? No, we have got to live in it. And if we don't live the minute, then we will lose it. But why did we get it? We didn't even choose it. Now it seems we are stuck and we can't even refuse it. Each minute is so precious. Alas, we don't even realize it. With cheer and joy, smiles and laughter, we must learn to fill it. If happily we don't live each minute, we will then regret it. With peace, with love, with bliss and joy, live every minute. If the minute is gone, the day is gone, our life is gone with it. Seize the day, seize the now, and make the most of the minute. What is life all about? It is nothing but a minute. A minute has just 60 seconds, but our entire life is in it. Can we go before it? Can we go after it? No, we have got to live in it. And if we don't live the minute, then we will lose it. But why did we get it? We didn't even choose it. Now it seems we are stuck and we can't even refuse it. Each minute is so precious. Alas, we don't even realize it. With cheer and joy, smiles and laughter, we must learn to fill it. If happily we don't live each minute, we will then regret it. With peace, with love, with bliss and joy, live every minute. If the minute is gone, the day is gone, our life is gone with it. Seize the day, seize the now, and make the most of the minute. Each minute, we will then regret it. With peace, with love, with bliss and joy.
Hi, all. AiR is come. We're just starting in 1 or 2 minutes.
I think.
Sir, good evening. Audio video test, please. Thank you. I was in a dent doing 2 root canals. So I was doing 2 root canals and therefore they asked me to cancel the Zoom call, but I said there's no canceling the Zoom call. So I just had to have something and take tablets before I start the Zoom call. Otherwise, in between the Zoom call, I would have excruciating pain. Not me, the body would have. So therefore, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm late. I had to keep you waiting, but we played a beautiful poem, and I hope you heard the new poem. So with that, due apologies. Sip ahem atma, sip ahem sip, sip alak sip anand ki khoj, sip Anil Chotwani, Atman Manisha, and Revati, Atman Revati, sip Atmatre, Bliko, Bliss, and Shidanat, sip Jeepatma, Gigi, Rashmi, and Girish. Give sip Govind, Harendra, Harshal, and iPhone. Sip Krishna, Manisha, Manoj, and nothing. Sip Peter, Pix, Prakasa, and Premchand. Sip Pooja, uh, Rajesh, Shivraj, and Reshma. Sip Reshma, Rumataji, Rutanu Sagai, Sip Samatma, Siba Siji, and Sonal. Sip Siri, Sita, Siva, and Sridhar. Sip Sukhi, Viresh, Yogini, and Shivoham. So again, with due apologies of me being late, I might be interrupted if my root canal troubles me during the uh, talk today. But today's topic is: Are you in mind state or consciousness? Huh. So the doctor was very worried. The doctor did one half an hour drilling in one side. Yeah. Then after half an hour, I did half an hour drilling on this side. So one drilling this side, one drilling this side. He said, "You come tomorrow." I said, "No, no, finish what you want to finish." So we have to learn to be in a state of consciousness. And today I'm asking you, how do you know you are in mind state or consciousness? Can you tell me? How will you come to know? So this is exactly what I am asking you today. Do you know sometimes? And this is something that you all have been troubled by. You all are troubled by this mind and consciousness. So let us see who is going to first talk. Nothing. Umang, Shivoham, Ashok, Viresh, and Atmadeep. So let us start. Yes, nothing. Yes, sir.
Sh Shiva Mayor, am I
Shivoham.
clearly audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Sh- So, if you ask me whether you are in the consciousness or mind state, so for the today's scenario, I can say that I am working on it, but most probably most of half of my day I spent in mind state. But since I started with zero, I get to control all rest stuff. But I'm trying to make it zero, but still I am in the learning state, so I can
Oh,
say for half an
okay.
hour.
I'm correcting the topic little. I'm not asking you, are you in mind state or consciousness? I'm sorry, the topic is reading like this. I'm asking you, how do you know
Yeah,
you are in mind state or you are not, you are in consciousness state? How do you come to know whether I'm in mind state or I'm in consciousness state? How do you come to know?
I am coming on that. So first of all, I told how's it's going with me right now, but I'm coming on the main question. So when I am in the consciousness, I am in the just now moment. I am enjoying that moment. Like when I chanting Shivam Shivam, I feel I am in consciousness because I am enjoying the mantra saying. But when I am in mind state, like sometimes when I traveling to office in auto. I am listening your podcast, but meanwhile my mind is jumping to somewhere, to somewhere, to somewhere,
Good,
and
good,
and then post 15 minutes, I thought, oh, sir said these lot of things, and I was thinking somewhere else. Then I back the 15-minute
very good.
video.
So, how do you know? How do you come to know you are in mind state or consciousness? Today is a very interesting discussion. That's why, because of root canal, they said cancel. I said no. Today, no cancelling. Today is a very interesting discussion. Very interesting. Very interesting. How do you know you are in mind state or you are in consciousness?
When you are in consciousness, I feel you are activating your intellect and you are in the now moment. If you are in the not in now, you are definitely in my mind state. So if you
Good.
are enjoying now, you are completely in the consciousness. That was I can say. Yeah.
No, good, good. We have got still we have got 48 minutes to get the answer. Shivoham.
Awesome.
Let us see where we have Shivoham, Rashmi, Siri, Siba, Yogini, Bliko, Samatma, and Atmadeep. Come on, many players on the field. Let us hear.
Sure.
Shivam, sir.
Sir, when we are in the mind state, the outside world, what we are seeing is a cosmic drama. Whatever we are seeing, it is not real. It's only an illusion. And when we are in consciousness, we realize that Prabhu Eki Satya Jagat Mithya.
How do you differentiate?
I can give you example, Sarji. Example for mind state, we'll be worried what will be the result tomorrow after I'm going to get a result of this test what I've got, medical test, or tomorrow my grandson's exam results, so we'll be
And
worried.
and consciousness?
Consciousness will example, will suppose I'm going from here to Bombay and I'm
So in the
following.
same, no, no, don't change the example. In the same example, you are in mind state. In consciousness, what would you be?
In consciousness I will uh, say that जो जो होगा क्यों चिंता करूं, होगा वही प्रभु जो चाहे तू.
Okay, very good. See how Umang Nothing gave a nice example. He said, I'm going in an auto, I'm going in a car, whatever. I'm listening to a podcast. Suddenly, suddenly, podcast is playing, but I'm not listening because my mind has taken over. Immediately, he said, I come to know. Immediately, I came to know I am gone from mind to consciousness. I want to help you. I want to be you to become masters of the mind. I want you to become a master of the mind. Means you should be able to overcome fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame, guilt. You should become a master of negative thinking. You should become a master. Today's call will help you get there faster. So, Rashmi and Siri, so please apply. How can you, Shiva, think a little bit more? Rashmi and Siri, my question today, how do you know? Are you in mind state or consciousness? How do you know? Rashmi.
Shivam Guruji. I'm just consciousness is a total universe and complete self entity, like a self means like your own self, and this mind is entity of consciousness, and
No,
all the time without mind you will never be in consciousness, so mind will be always there, and we are we are
that
always
means then
we are
you have not understood our you have not understood our terminology.
no sir, but mind is ego, chitta, and desire and all
No,
this.
no, no. Mind is misery, ignorance, negativity, and desire. So you are
Yes.
okay. So Rashmi, hang on. Let you play attention. Come back once the day goes because you are saying mind will be there. If mind is there, consciousness cannot be there.
No,
If
no,
mind is there, there's no consciousness. If consciousness is there,
consciousness is
there's no mind.
complete. No, consciousness is complete entity, self, like a universe is consciousness. And
No.
when
So
we are day to day
Rashmi,
life, no?
Rashmi, you're saying you're referring to something else. I'm requesting you to pay attention. See what people are saying and see whether you understand. Okay. Siri, thank you. Siri,
Sure, Guruji. First
sure.
of all, thank you very much. I will tell why I thanked you. Because when thoughts start bombarding, you are in the mind state. And it used to bombard for me previously. I used to get thousands of thoughts. And by your grace and by Zoom call, by SIP's grace, I don't know what to tell. Now I am somewhat in consciousness state. So instead of AK-49, MK-50 starts killing us, we are in mind state. And now it has reduced for me. I can tell it. This is
So
my own
tell me, now that
experience.
is reduced, please help the group. Tell me, how do you know you are in mind state or consciousness state?
When thoughts bombard, when you get thousand, you keep on thinking next, and when thoughts start bombarding you, you are in mind state. And when you are able to do one thought at a time, one thought at a time, you solve it. Then you are in
Very good,
consciousness state.
very good answer. Very good answer. So I want you all to give more and more examples. How Umang gave example, very beautiful example, right? What Umang
Yes.
said, I was listening to your podcast, full consciousness, listening to podcast. Suddenly I'm listening, but I'm not hearing. After 10 minutes, I come to realize that I'm not, whatever AiR told, I did not listen. My mind is telling this fellow, the tiles man came, he charged more, that cement is not okay, that roofing is not correct, this bijli, that fan is not correct. Finished. After 10 minutes, he didn't hear anything. So like that, very good. I like the example, what Siri is saying, beautiful thing. Siri is saying, I used to be bombarded with so many thoughts. But now, how I know I'm not in mind state? Then there's no bombarding. I'm just able to think one thought. One thought. So I have some more discussion, but I want more people to discuss, and I'll give a rest to my mouth. Siba and Yogini.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pranam Guruji, immense gratitude Guruji. Guruji, with your grace, I'm again into consciousness, Guruji.
How do you know? How do you know you have come back to consciousness? 2 दिन पहले मैं बोला आप मानने के लिए तैयार ही नहीं. Mind is not. Mind will never agree that you are in mind state.
Yeah.
The mind will never agree that you are in mind state. So how did you now realize you are in consciousness?
Guruji, in mind state, misery, ignorance, negativity, and desires are created. We go to past, Guruji, and किधर से गुरुजी खुद के निकालते हैं गुरुजी कि मेरे साथ ऐसे हुआ था. Then again there is a fear, stress, anxiety, worry. आगे क्या होगा, कैसे होगा, फिर मैं क्या करूंगी, फिर मैं अकेली रहूंगी तो क्या करूंगी. All these फालतू के विचार्स are there in the mind, Guruji. All फालतू thoughts are there, Guruji. फिर गुरुजी, you are physically present over here, but mentally you are lost, Guruji. And you are lost nowhere, Guruji. आपको ही पता नहीं चलता है इधर मैं बैठी हूँ और मैं क्या कर रही हूँ. And Guruji, फिर in consciousness, when you are in consciousness, Guruji, you are happy, you are in silent this thing, Guruji. Silent में चले जाते हो, Guruji. You contemplate on your purpose of life, Guruji, कि मैं किसके लिए आई हूँ, क्या है ये. After coming to Zoom call only, I realized all these things, Guruji.
Okay,
Initially.
okay.
And
But
Guruji,
are you going to give the group? Are you going to give a group specific? How you gave in mind? I was completely. I am in past. I'm lost. And in consciousness, what happens?
Guruji, initially I was 24 days into mind and 3 days into consciousness. Now I am 5 days into consciousness and 3 days into mind, Guruji.
Very good.
Only Guru can help, Guruji, क्योंकि he makes us realize कि मान ना मान तू है भगवान. तो गुरुजी, भगवान दुखी तो हो नहीं सकता, गुरुजी. भगवान, we have qualities of sip. So why गुरुजी?
दुखी होने का कोई meaning नहीं है. Did you all hear? Did you hear the poem what she played? Did you hear properly? What is life all about?
Minute.
It is nothing but a minute.
Minute, Guruji.
Huh? It has only 60 seconds, but our entire life is in it. We can't go before it. We can't go after it. We've got to live in it. If you hear this full poem, then you will be able to be in consciousness.
Guruji,
because
we don't realize.
Life is nothing. Life is only 1 minute, Siba. एक ही मिनट है, एक ही मिनट. उसके बाद और 1 मिनट, उसके बाद और 1 मिनट, उसके बाद और 1 मिनट. This is called consciousness. Lekin if you bring the whole dunya into the minute, gone. Your minute is gone.
And Guruji, we are only responsible for our journey, Guruji. We have to just ignore all these things. Guruji, होता है, पर ठीक है, Guruji. I realize.
Okay. I'm happy you're back in consciousness. Thank you,
Guruji.
Yogini and Bliko.
Shivoham, sir.
Shivoham.
For me, I think now last 3 days I haven't attended the Zoom call because I've been the slave of my body, the pain, the misery. So
you're okay now or you're not okay now?
Yeah, I'm much better. So I thought today, whatever happens, I should attend the call. If not, I'm losing the spiritual food. I'm not getting that.
Even if you can't talk, and you can't be on video, if you play, even if you're not fit, body is still not okay. Unfortunately, I can't do like that. No, I can't. If I have root canal, I cannot say, okay, you all talk, I will listen. No, I have to talk.
But if you can do, why can't we try to do that?
Because
we should do, no?
That surgeon, today the surgeon was doing the root canal. He said, but patients get very one root canal, they have big problem. But I told him I'm not the body. So the new surgeon. So he's saying, I told him you're doing root canal for the body. But if I am not the body, then the root canal doesn't probably trouble me.
तो
Even
माइंड
now, this
स्टेट
whole
में आ जाते हैं.
the full mouth is still anesthesia. My mouth is fully in anesthesia. I can't feel anything. But I can talk. Na? What is matters? I don't have to feel. I have to talk. So this
Good.
is how we have to have the attitude. Then
Yes.
so good. So how do you are you telling us what is the mind state and consciousness state? Are you telling?
Mind state means I was in a slave of my body, feeling the pain, and consciousness is that I'm sitting here now
Good.
and listening to it.
Very good. Thank you. Happy. Thank you. Bliko.
Shivoham, Shivoham, love
Sure.
you all.
Yes, Bliko.
So first of all, for most of the people, this is not a question whether you are in mind state or you are in consciousness because they don't know. They don't know. Before this call, even before this call, after 4 years before, I was not knowing the difference between consciousness and mind. So I'm in whatever state, or so most of the mind state, and up and down seesaw going on in the life, right? Every time something happens, which I don't feel comfortable, I get angry or I get depressed or I protest. So all this thing was going on, drama was going on long time. And then when after this call, at least the attacks were still there, but that frequency is getting down, down, down. Still, I'm getting that attack, and it takes before it was taking too much time to come back. Even after knowing, to come back to the consciousness is also a big challenge. Like you say BBC, but BBC bring back consciousness when you will bring when you know you are in mind state. Otherwise, you will be
So how do you know?
dragging.
So today we are
So now
learning.
it is
Today we are learning.
yeah. So I find one thing. There is a parameter. The first parameter is peace. When you are not in peace, guarantee you are in mind state.
Good. Good.
When you don't feel love or bliss inside, you're definitely in mind state. That is an indicator. Big indicator is peace. When you lose
Good.
peace, because when we lose peace, when we are not in present. So I call it's LIN. Live in now. When you are not in live in now or live in presence, you are definitely in mind state. And that frequency, according to our observation, if we observe, it happens, and if we observe and if we control, it goes down, 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 and then you can easily come back to the consciousness. And that is the beauty of this is actually a sadhana. So you have to be in consciousness all the time. And my name is Bharat, living in consciousness, which reminds me to live in consciousness, not live in mind. So
How
that
many
is
people
helping
call
me.
you Bliko?
Well,
How many people call you Bliko?
I am now moving to another city, small city nearby. So that's why I was not. I was moving the stuff. So in that state, when my neighbor came, I said, "I'm Bliko." He said, "Oh,
Good.
your name is Bliko?" I said, "Yes." So now I am, changing in that
New
to,
community. New community, new people.
new
Good.
community. Yeah. So they will know me as Bliko only, or I will
Because
say my surname is Patel, so they
when,
can remember me.
when they know you as Bliko, then you will know yourself as Bliko.
Blico, correct. Because it
Good.
will remind me. And my car, my number plate is also Blico. There is nothing else on the number plate. So whenever I go into the parking, it will flash it up. Blico, welcome,
Good.
Blico.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Bliko. Samatma, Atmadeep Krishna, and Partha. Samatma.
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
I know when I'm in like feeling happy from within and at peace, that time I'm in consciousness. But suddenly when some worry or stress, something comes up, I know I'm slipping. So immediately I flip to consciousness.
But the problem is, though, Samatma, sometimes when you're in that worry and when you're under problem, that time you're not able to flip because we are unaware that we are lost our consciousness. Correct? You feel like that, or you are conscious of you are losing your consciousness?
Previously, I used to feel like this, but now it is very soon. I get to know, and it's like for not even a minute. Sometimes I can flip back.
So this is the challenge. The challenge is how soon we can flip back. Thank you, Samatma. So Samatma is saying now whenever there's a negativity coming, I think similar to who just now told this. I think who told just one more person told similar thing, that when we come to know that we are not peaceful, I think Bharat said right. If we do lose our peace, immediately it shows that we are not in consciousness. So I want y'all today to learn this. I want you all in today's call. I want you all to learn. Am I in mind or am I in consciousness? Am I in mind or am I in consciousness? I want you all to learn this art. So Atmadeep, thank you, Samatma. Atmadeep Krishna, Partha Ashwin.
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
Pranam.
For me, currently, right after your practical sessions from past week, that what are the practical sign or one thing, like examination is on. So what I saw today is like after actually, it's a weird example, but this really happened. So I saw a tea set and it was very beautiful, and price tag was almost 2 lakh, and it was made up of pure silver, artisan artifact kind of a thing. And I was just scrolling through art gallery websites. So it was almost like मृग मरीचिका वाला एग्जाम्पल जो सीता जी का था कि उन्होंने स्वर्ण का हिरन देख के she carried away like almost. So I was in that desire state and then automatically flipped because of your like gold in the bangle, gold in the silver chain and the ring. So almost like that. Otherwise I was like इसके अंदर कहवा और टी कितनी टेस्टी लगेगी या फिर कितना अच्छा मजा आएगा. So it was like that. So practically things are working, observation, and one of your session on the thing like awareness. How can you be aware without being aware that you are aware? You cannot be aware without being aware that you are aware. So ever since then the things are working for me.
Very good. So I like it. So what Atmadeep says is, when you are able to pause, you know you were in mind state. She
Yeah.
wanted to buy 2 lakh rupees silver glass, silver teacups. Immediately moved to consciousness and what is the necessity? I don't need 2 lakh rupees silver teacup. Why should I spend
Yes,
my
but
heart?
very beautiful.
Yeah. Everything in this world is beautiful. Even one kullad chai is also very beautiful. So Krishna, everything in this world is beautiful. We want more and more people to tell us. We have got 30 minutes left. Let's see how much we can cover. Yes, Krishna. How do you know you are in mind state or consciousness?
It's a Krishnoham.
Krishna.
So, Abhi, these days I have become more focused in my sadhana. So automatically there is so much of peace because there is so much of आपका हमला बहुत अच्छा helpful है कि to be alert. The biggest problem I had was I immediately react, not respond. The words come out. Then immediately I come back to consciousness. But now I think, especially so when you are in mind state, definitely you are not in consciousness. And you know what is consciousness. Actually, the truth is I am the divine soul, and consciousness is, the ray of the divine soul, as you say. So that feeling मुझे always है कि देखो, I am not BME and I am in this path. So let me come back. And I'm the one who is getting the lesson. Normally, I become a bit preachy when I'm with others, who are not in the spiritual path. Now I stop. I think I pause one thing, I separate from them, and gratitude. I am itna Bhagwan ne diya hai, so why should I worry? So many things are helping me. The conversation with SIP is helping me. Gratitude is helping me, and all your lessons. Mainly, every time I keep telling BMG, बाद में जाओ क्यों? Why should this all Maya Leela? So abhi, mind does come, but now I am, बहुत ज्यादा मेरा हमला हो जाता है, मतलब I am in alertness, and so that brings a lot of peace and bliss. Love, I have not gone to that part. Love, I don't know, but whoever comes before me, I love, but not
Oh, very good.
everyone.
So therefore, what is good is you are saying, now you know. The moment you're going into mind state, so if see, like Rashmi was on one person who says, no, mind state required to have consciousness because that means what is people don't understand. What Bliko said. Bliko said, well, before I came to this call, I don't know the meaning. What is mind state? What is
And I don't
conscious?
know.
Nobody knows the meaning.
Yeah. And so our desires have come down. And pehle I used to write. You had told me earlier to maintain a book, mind consciousness. So abhi wo to chhod diya, but now internally I know I give auto suggestions. बहुत you have made us capable to come back to consciousness, bring back consciousness. BBC, yes.
Good. So I'm happy. But you had that book, right? One page mind, one page
Earlier.
consciousness.
Now I
Yeah.
don't have, but
No,
I know
no
very
need.
easily we know now
Yeah.
we are
So the
slipping.
challenge is, see what I want to. Okay, let me pause and tell you. I'm
I want
asking
to
a
give an
question.
example also. So I want
Give,
to give a
give.
practical example which
Give.
I face daily. I don't know because when we travel and when anybody goes, traffic rules, ये करता है, my husband will shout at the top of his voice. It disturbs me very badly, and now I know to insulate myself from that shouting. Why should I correct him? And he comes back, he becomes shant very easily, but that disturbs me with his shouting, and he abuses, he shouts bad words. So मुझे लगता है कि I get
It's
very
okay.
disturbed.
That's all. But you know it. No, you know that is his nature to do it.
Every time I used to correct him, and that makes him, more angry. Now I thought कि ठीक है, I'm enjoying the drama. Let him,
Huh?
but yeah,
Just smile. Just smile.
yeah,
Just smile. Just smile. So he knows. When you are smiling, he knows what you are meaning. If
yeah,
you don't.
and mind में ना, I become very rigid. Now I am more flexible. I travel, I go for the party and see where I'm getting stuck.
Okay. So thank you. So listen to me as I go to Partha. Listen to me. How do you know whether you are driving the car or you are not driving the car? When you're in the car, how do you know whether you are driving the car or not driving the car? Because when you are driving the car, then you can't watch the traffic that's passing by. When you're driving, your attention is on driving. But if you're not driving, you're sitting the wheel and you're just sitting like this, then you're seeing, okay, auto gaya, bus gaya, scooter gaya. You're able to watch. In mind state, you can't watch. So this is one example for you to realize. If you're driving like this all the time, you're driving, though you're watching, you can't keep counting, mind auto gaya, bus gaya, because you're busy maneuvering the car. So the moment you should have this reflection. Am I watching or am I moving? If you're moving, if you go on moving, if you go on moving, that means you're in mind state. So like this, I want all of you to come back very fast. So Partha, I want you to come back very fast. Partha, Ashwin, Sachin, and Premchandji.
Namaskar, Shibham sir.
Yes, namaskar.
Sir, before share my opinion on this point, I would like to share that I am really, really grateful to you to help me a lot to be in peace and the present moment and be in consciousness. I would like to share my experience in day to day. I will not share anything else. Nowadays, I stay very calm, very peaceful, and the present moment. But when I got angry in office, in different event, then someone speak inside, Partha, you are in trap of mind, control. Then I again back in realization that I am not in mood. I have to be calm. Sometimes I get hurt in any other person word. I feel frustrated or I feel get angry or any other negative emotions come. But quickly someone speak from inside me that Partha, you are not in consciousness. Then again I back in this moment and I realize that there is something happening. But I am not saying that I am always be in present moment or conscious, but something happened. I miss this point, but I come back. And that time I realized that every time I have to remind myself that anger, frustration, whatever things it will happen. But if I come back my original position, that realizations that it is become very easier to me to control the situation. And I am in this process, sir. I am not in the establishing consciousness. I can't say, but I am developing day by day, and this is very makes me very happy, and I really really grateful to you. Someday I'm not able to come in a call with the camera on conditions, but I always try to be camera off conditions. Someday I watch through YouTube in the live sessions, someday recording, but I really grateful to you to help me realize me to
Okay. So it's very
understand the
good.
power of.
Thank you, Partha. So it's very good that you are able to get that voice inside. That is consciousness. The voice that is speaking inside you is consciousness. So this today's call is very important for all of you because today's call will help you to be a master. So I hope you are paying attention to today's call. Ashwin, Sachiv, Premchand, Siva.
Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam. Yes, Ashwin.
Well, today's topic is quite interesting in a sense that it I can recall something that happened in the last few days, which is I was in considerable stress. Uh, and so during the stress process, I was questioning myself, and because I needed to make a decision yesterday and to write to the lawyers. So was it the mind story that was uh, uh, affecting me, or should I be stepping back and get clarity from consciousness to guide me? Anyway, it took me to a story that you no story, but you said something a few days ago or weeks ago, I can't remember. You said mind state or something like that is like clouds, but consciousness remains like the sky.
Yep.
I don't know whether you recall that.
Yes, yes. So how did you come back
So
to consciousness? How did you know you're back to consciousness?
yeah. So what I did was I said to myself, forget about mind's turbulence, whatever was going on. But then the other words that you pointed out to me in one of the discussions I had with you, I needed to get into whether the awareness which is arises. And as I was sorting this out, it really took me to believe that each moment that I made decisions by yesterday, I, although I'm in mind, but I took the consciousness to really overtake, basically stop the turbulence.
Okay. Good. Because turbulence is the mind.
Yeah.
And if you're able to put the brakes on, and that means the consciousness is controlling the mind.
So, but it became clearer today as to what was going on yesterday.
Okay. So, but you
when
did it. You did it in consciousness, right? Your mind did not overtake you.
No, it didn't. In fact,
Okay.
I was careful, but your theme today allowed me to relate it to what happened
Okay.
yesterday.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Thank you.
I'd forgotten.
Okay. Thank you, Ashwin. Thank you. Sachiv, Premchand, Shiva, and Sundar. We go a little fast because we have many more people to speak. A little fast, please. Yes, Sachiv.
Shivam Guruji,
How do you know, Sachiv? Yes. Are you in mind state or consciousness?
absolutely conscious state. I'm
How
not
do
at
you
all
know?
in because I am in peace. I'm in surrender form. Nothing bothers me. Right now, also I'm talking to my staff, and I see SIP all around as trained by you and coached by me by you. So everything is going very well. I'm at always peace. There is no
Good.
unrest to me.
Okay. If you are at peace, you're right. Peace can only come when there is no mind. Where there is a small piece of mind, there can be no peace of mind. So that's what you have to remember. When you lose your peace of mind, that means you have not been able to switch off your mind. If you switch off the mind, peace you will find. Thank you. Premchandji, thank you, Sachiv. Quick question. Sachiv, Sundar, and Rashmi back. Yes.
Shivam Gurudev.
Shivam, boliye Premchandji.
Gurudev, if for any reason, any circumstances, any problem, if you react spontaneously, you are using mind. Instead, if you give it a second thought, use your intelligence and apply the theory of karma, you are always in consciousness.
Very good. Very good. So whenever you are able to use your intellect, I'm picking the important point आपने बोला, whenever you are able to use intellect to discriminate, हाँ प्रेमचंद
Yes,
जी,
sir.
तो either there is only one of two things. प्रेमचंद जी आप बोल रहे हैं, I'm just repeating. Either we are thinking or we are discriminating. If we
Yes,
are
sir.
thinking, we are in mind state. If we are discriminating, we are in consciousness state. Beautiful
Yes,
point.
sir.
Please make note what Premchandji has told. Am I thinking? If I'm thinking, I'm in mind state. Am I discriminating? Am I discriminating? Discriminating means, am I observing the thoughts? And am I discriminating this or that? Remember, I had one session with you all. This or that, this or that, this or that. If you are in this state where you are able to constantly see this or that, you are in consciousness. If it is
भगवान
just
बुद्ध
going, huh? बोले?
भगवान बुद्धा कहते हैं कि हर चीज होश में करो। उन्होंने एक बार मक्खी उड़ा दी गलती से यूं, तो उसको बाद में रियलाइज किया कि मुझे तो मालूम ही नहीं पड़ा मैंने मक्खी कब उड़ाई, फिर होश में उड़ाई उन्होंने। इसे कॉन्शियसनेस में तो हर एक्शन कॉन्शियसनेस मांगता है।
Good. Thank you, Premchandji, because in consciousness, intellect will be active. Thank you. Siva, Sundar, Rashmi, and Govind.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivaham.
I can see a lot of change in these 2 years because previously, of course, the mind used to trouble me, but now I will say I'm always in consciousness because even if something happens, I don't react. The first thing is I used to react like anything, but these days I don't react at all and let go things. Some things I let go it all. And these are the signs and I would say I am at peace and always happy. Very rarely thoughts come, but I don't go to the past or the future, nothing of that sort. But sometimes the thought comes, but I come back to consciousness.
So how do you know, Shiva? How do you know you're in mind or consciousness?
Because I don't react at all. Yeah, come what
Good.
may, I don't react.
Very good. Very good. Just like Krishna said, you're also saying the same thing. So if we react, what are we? In mind state.
Yeah, in mind state. Yes.
In consciousness, we don't need to react.
Yes.
In consciousness, one smile is enough. Because in consciousness, no need to react. Nothing is going to help. Reacting is not going to help anybody.
It's not going to.
Good. Thank you, Shiva. Sundar, Rashmi, Govind, and Nikhila. Sundar? Yes, Sundar, please speak.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
Actually, for this question, we can give many examples, sir. But I can
Give
give
one example.
one example.
Only one example, enough.
One example. So, if we take to choose this or that for for long time. If we take a long time to choose this or that, then we are in a mind state. If we don't take time to choose this or that, then we are in consciousness.
Good. I understand what you're saying. Not everybody will understand, but it sometimes when you take very fast decision, also may be mind. You should not take very fast decision. You should not take very slow decision. You should take only that much time needed for discrimination. Look at it, black or white. Without seeing black and white, don't say black. First you see properly. See black, see white. See wrong, see right. And decide. In the mind state, you can't decide fast. In the mind state, it will go on dragging. Very good. Thank you, Sundar. Next, Rashmi, Govind, Nikhila, and Siba. Come on. Let's move on. Rashmi, Govind, Nikhila, Siba.
Shivaham, Guruji.
Shivaham.
I understood everything, but I told you day before yesterday my example. My husband threw the prasad and I am in consciousness, but still I start crying without saying it.
Why did you cry?
I told him, okay, you want to throw it, but remove the prasad from plastic, then it will dissolve in the water and it will not like a global warming.
But why should you cry? Crying shows mind state.
And that's what I'm saying, because even I'm in consciousness, automatically it happened. 10 years ago, when he's shouting or something, I got loose motion and I go in the toilet and again more late. So now that state I'm coming out, but even I'm consciousness, this is automatically happened in the body. So emotion make a important role.
But Rashmi, Rashmi, mind is not a real thing. Mind is a chore. Mind is a thief. So we have to slowly eliminate the mind. You should not believe there is mind. There is no mind. If you eliminate the mind, then peace you will find. Okay. Thank you, Govind. Govind, Nikhila, Siba, and Rumataji.
Shivoham here.
Sure, Govind.
The question is, how can you know?
Yeah.
My answer is, you can know by being in awareness.
Correct.
By being aware and being witness of the negativity, by being aware of the negative thoughts, the toxic thoughts, you know you are in mind state, and you can then flip over to your consciousness state.
So you are saying something very beautiful. I don't know whether you're saying it, but inadvertently, what you're saying, you can only be in you can only know you're in mind state or consciousness state when you are in consciousness. Because when you are in the mind state, you will never know. Because the mind state will never let you know that you are in mind state. Correct, Govind?
Um, I think it could be different for each person, but
Yeah.
in my situation, when I'm in mind state, I witness the thoughts. I try to see the thoughts, and then I realize these are negative thoughts.
But that's
And
not mind state. Govind, that you means you're already in awareness. You're already in consciousness.
so if I'm
If
in
you
consciousness, why do I have negative thoughts?
that will come. This is what I'm trying to tell you. In a
Mhm.
in a consciousness state, you may have negative thoughts, but you will be able to separate yourself from the negative thought and choose. In
Right.
a mind state, you will not be able to do that. In a mind state, the negative thoughts will bombard you and you will be making wrong decisions.
So that means even when I'm aware of the negative thoughts, I'm still in consciousness.
Yes, you are in consciousness. And that means you're already in consciousness. Now you have to either move to PEP, or you have to still the mind, or you have to lock the mind, but you're already out of the mind state. Please listen to what I'm saying. It's very important. Because in
Mhm.
mind state, no, Govind, you will not, the mind will not let you know that you're in mind state. The mind will, I just gave the example, I don't know if you heard it or not. When do you know you're driving the car and when you're not driving the car?
Yeah, when you see when you witness all
The
the
traffic, right?
movements around you. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but when you're driving the car, then you can't do two things. When you're driving the
Right.
car, then you're in a mind state. You're constantly driving. You're maneuvering this fear, that problem. This my wife told like this. My kid told me like this. My friend told like this. My neighbor told. So all that time you're in thoughts. So what Premchandji just now told. Premchandji said, either we are thinking or we are discriminating. The moment
Mhm.
we are thinking, we are not discriminating. The moment we are discriminating, we are not thinking.
Right.
So it's very, very important. So that's if you're watching negative thoughts, it's good news.
I've been able to witness the negative thoughts, and therefore I've been able to stop them
Okay.
and get into positivity.
Last question to you. 5 years
Yeah.
back, when you were able to witness these negative thoughts.
No, I didn't even know that I'm in the negative state.
Yeah. So you got it right. So now you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
come to so at the 5 years back, think of it. You were just zapped. You were zapped. You were caught. You were a prisoner. It was just bombarding you here, there, bum, 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 bum. You are all over the place.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It drives you crazy.
Yeah. So now you're in consciousness.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nikhila, Siba, Rumataji, Shivraj. We have after Nikhila, we have a newcomer, Gautam Harjai. So we will ask Gautam next. After Nikhila will be whenever we have a newcomer, we give them priority. Gautam, you will be next after Nikhila. Yes.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
So when you are a prisoner of your habits, you go into autopilot mode. So that happens when you're doing like some mundane tasks. Like it is like a right hand. It's a second nature for me to cook. So when I'm cooking, I'm not in conscious mode. Sometimes I forget to put salt, or sometimes maybe double the salt, something like that.
Good, very good example, right? So sometimes you forget salt. Sometimes you put double the salt. Why?
Yeah, because
Excellent. Excellent
yeah,
example.
yeah, yeah. So you're thinking of something and you're doing it without consciousness. Because you know that it's a second nature, so you don't not paying attention. So my question is, Yeah, how do you especially when something become a habit, so you
So
think
you,
that you know how to do it and you just don't pay attention, like
so
taking a
Nikila, this
bath or
no. So
something.
this whole process of what we are doing, we are meeting every day, is
Yeah,
slowly you will understand there is no mind. It's
yeah,
only these toxic thoughts. And gently, you will slow down MTR, mental thought rate. And gently, you will spend time in silence. You will learn to be in consciousness and you will become a master. So that's
yeah,
how
yeah.
you will
I
change the habit. That's how you will change the habit.
correct. I get all that, but like habit means you're doing it without thinking, right?
No,
That is the
no,
called a
no, no,
habit.
no. That's what you think. But that habit can be changed with consciousness.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, with habit
yeah.
is there. I agree. It has become a thick cable. But just like you can undo a thick cable wire by wire, in
Mm,
consciousness you can undo the habits.
yeah,
Actually, it's
yeah.
not a habit. The habit will be overcome in a second, like this, if you're in consciousness, because the consciousness will stop the habit. It will just lock it, and it can
Mm.
change in 1 second. So please try it. Gautam, thank you. Gautam Harjai, welcome. I have not spoken to you before, so are you coming for the first time? Unmute Gautam Harjai.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
This is my first session. So can I speak in Hindi?
या
Just to
कहाँ से आए आप, कहाँ से आए और कैसे आए इस कॉल पे?
मैं गुरुग्राम से, मैं तो एक्सीडेंटली आ गया, मुझे पता नहीं चला, पर आ गया मैं। जैसे मैंने एक्चुअली
कैसे?
बुक्स देख रहा था आपकी, तो मैं आ
ओके,
गया।
आपने
तो
खरीदा की बुक, कोई क्रॉसवर्ड शॉप से बुक खरीदा या देखा या क्या, कैसे किया?
नहीं, मैं थोड़ा एक्चुअली तो 18 सालों से पाथ पे हूँ, स्पिरिचुअल पाथ पे, तो मैं
ओके
ढूंढता रहता हूँ थोड़ा बहुत।
ओके, बोलिए तो आज का आपका सवाल क्या है?
नहीं, मैं आप पूछ रहे ना माइंड और कॉन्शियसनेस, तो मैं वो थोड़ा बताना चाहूंगा। माइंड इज
बोलिए।
जस्ट अ कलेक्शन ऑफ थॉट्स। हम
यस,
हम आजकल जो जी रहे हैं वो बेहोशी में जी रहे हैं। कोई भी हमें फूल दिखा या कोई भी आदमी दिखा, हम क्या करते हैं? रिएक्शन करते हैं या जजमेंट करते हैं। ये बंदा, ये क्या है? माइंड है, ये सोया हुआ बंदा है। वो जैसे उसके सबकॉन्शियस में जो पड़ा था वो उससे निकाल दिया। वो देख नहीं रहा कि हो क्या रहा, ना ऑब्जेक्ट को देख रहे हैं ना अपने को देख रहे हैं। वो सिर्फ कॉन्शियसनेस वो होता है कि हम अपने बॉडी को देख रहे हैं, माइंड को देख रहे हैं, थॉट को देख रहे हैं, और हम पीसफुल होके हंस रहे हैं पीछे से देख के कि मैं कर क्या रहा हूँ। मेरे थॉट भी आ रहे हैं, मैं डिजायर अपने को देख रहा हूँ कि मैं डिजायर कर रहा हूँ। जैसे मैं कोई आइसक्रीम खाया हूँ, तो मैं अपने को देख रहा हूँ, मेरे अंदर डिजायर उठ रहा है, मैं और ले लूं और ले लूं। तो ये कॉन्शियस होके बंदा जी रहा है। मेरा यही कहना था।
नहीं, गुड। आप पहली बार इस कॉल पे आ रहे हैं। ये कॉल एवरीडे 8 o'clock है, तो इट्स जस्ट यू हैव टू टच सेम जूम लिंक, टच करके बटन करके आइए। प्लीज हियर द कॉल फॉर फ्यू मोर डेज एंड देन आस्क क्वेश्चंस। वी लाइक न्यू कमर्स कमिंग एंड आस्किंग, बिकॉज नए लोगों को नए क्वेश्चन है, कुछ नया थॉट है, तो प्लीज ज्वाइन अस एट 8 o'clock. ओके, thank you.
श्योर।
We have no time. We have only 4 speakers. Quickly, Siba, Rumataji, Shivraj, and Atmadeep. So anybody putting hand up, admin putting down. Quickly. बोलो बात Siba.
गुरुजी आई फॉरगॉट टू सेट वन पॉइंट गुरुजी। पहले तो माइंड और कॉन्शियसनेस ही पता नहीं होता था गुरुजी। ये कॉल पे आने के बाद माइंड और कॉन्शियसनेस वी कैन डिफरेंशिएट। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल गुरुजी, आई लॉस्ट कमांड, आई हैड स्टैमरिंग बिकॉज आई वाज इनटू टोटल माइंड स्टेट गुरुजी, and I have lost command on words guruji. Now I could overcome with 80% guruji, so I am very much thankful to you. And secondly guruji, there is lot of pain in the body when you are in the mind state guruji, lot
Of
of,
course.
and after in when guruji kuch bhi nahi painkiller, I didn't had painkiller also, and immediately as I turned into consciousness guruji, immediately pain disappeared guruji. So I
Good.
want to share that point.
Okay, good. Thank you. Rumataji, Shivraj, and Atmadeep.
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
बोलिए नमस्कार.
Guruji, first I bow down to you. After 2 root canals, you are with us. God always give you strength. Bless you. Thank
नमस्कार,
you so
बोलिए.
much. Thank you so much. Guruji, I think when we are in mind state, we are in uljan. Prabhu meri uljan सुलझा दो. And when we are in consciousness, there is no uljan. Uljan सुलझ जाती है and we become peaceful.
Absolutely. There is no problem in this world. दुनिया में there is no problem, because जो भी problem है वो एक development है. In consciousness you are able to see it as just one of the development of life. But in mind state वो बड़ा problem हो जाता है, बड़ा problem हो जाता है. Thank you, Rumataji. Very good.
Thank you.
Well said.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shivraj and Atmadeep. 2 more questions. Shivraj and Atmadeep.
Sir, Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
It is very easy, not a difficult question. Now, previously, maybe everybody expressed they were not knowing. It is simple. Once you have control on your thoughts, action, behavior, and walk and talk, you are in consciousness. If you are reacting, it is mind state. When you are misery.
We can't hear you.
When you are not in peace, when you are in Sachidanand, you are in when you are in peace and Sachidanand, you are in consciousness basically. So when you realize, contemplate, and meditate, you are in consciousness state. So these are maybe many things, but
Yeah,
couple of things I said.
No, but thank you, Shivraj. But like you said, if you are able to meditate, you are in consciousness. In mind state, you can't meditate. In mind state, the mind will be jumping here, jumping there, jumping there. How can you meditate? You can't meditate. Atmadeep, last. Atmadeep.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Uh, I just wanted to understand one thing as this is aligned with today's topic. So, because of BME, we cherish enriching and diversified experiences in our life. But as if I could just shortlisted colors for puja purpose, like for that example, then as I was so then I could finish then and there, and wandering won't happen now. So I was thinking that it is always about the conscious choice at every step of life, because
But how can you
ultimately
be? How can you make a conscious choice when you're in the mind state?
because of you, I mean, the way of living has changed over a period of time. That self inquiry mode is on, and we know the power of intellect through discrimination. So the process will be same, but the fact is, मेरा question यही था that we ultimately because of BME we cherish it that way, like ज्यादा 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 ये होना चाहिए वो होना चाहिए
Correct.
something.
Okay, I'll explain. Thank you, Atmadeep. I'll explain to you now and then I'll close it. Because of BME, there are desires. Because of BME, we cherish. But we are not the BME. The moment we realize that we have the body is a vehicle, the body is an instrument for me to realize I am the Atma, I am the soul. The moment I realize I am not the body, when the minds are moving, I say there is no mind, just thoughts. If I'm not the body, if I'm not the mind, who am I? Neti neti tattvamasi. I am that. How will you ever realize that? How will you contemplate? How will you discriminate? How will you reflect? Unless you have got a witnessing and observing. The moment you are able to witness, Govind said, I'm witnessing negative thoughts, therefore I'm in mindset. I said, no. The moment you are witnessing the negative thoughts, you just let them go. You don't let them pause. You just keep on letting them go. When you're witnessing them, if it attacks you, you can discriminate. But it's just like if a mosquito is biting you, if you're awake, you can stop it. But what if you're sleeping? What if you're sleeping? When you wake up in the morning, you'll have many mosquito bites because you are not in consciousness. I'm not saying you are in the mind state, but you are not in consciousness. So the mosquitoes bit you and bit you and bit you so much. So, my dear friends, today's session is this. We have to learn to move from mind to consciousness. We have to learn to witness. We have to learn to slow down. We have to learn not to react. We have to learn to be in soul consciousness. We have to learn to pause, watch, listen, be the master. For when you are the master, then you can overcome all disaster. But if your life is just thinking faster and faster and faster, then you will end up in disaster. Slow down your pace. Learn to spend time in stillness. Learn to spend time in silence. Don't judge people. Don't react. Somebody is not doing properly, bhaad mein jao. Bhaad mein jao, it is their karma. Somebody is not okay, you cannot control everybody's talking, walking, doing. You can control yours. Don't lecture to people. Let people do what they want. You smile. If they are ready to listen to you, you can talk. But otherwise, focus on your life. You are the Atma. You are the divine Atma. You are Paramatma. I hope and wish that you all will pay attention to being rooted in consciousness. Because in consciousness is Satchidananda. In consciousness is peace. In consciousness is Viveka, Buddhi. In consciousness is Mukti. In consciousness is Nirvana and Moksha. With folded hands, I bow down to you.